Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Crashlands 2 once again. In the last episode, we gathered the materials to make an ice hook that lets us hook our way over to the hook ice, like that. And now we're looking for USB sticks in places like this. All kinds of danger, which is exactly what I come here for. I like being in danger. I don't like safety. I like running the risk of getting my face smashed in by giant snails at every opportunity that I could possibly get. And having to slay robots because they are here. They're trying to kill me, and they need to be killed before that happens. Anyway, give me that thing. 1, USB stick down, USB Y. It's very USB-y. Well, that went simply enough. Where are the rest of these things? There's one off to the west and one down south. And really, I do see a piece of hook ice over there, but it's too far away. Can't quite hook something so far, but I can hook that one, and then I can hook this one, and then I can hook that one. Oh yeah, now I'm over here, son. Get these rocks out of my way. There we are. And now these things are mine. You and your materials belong to me. Okay, there's some bigger YOLAs here. I do need something called Yo Horn or Yol Horn or something for quests. And I assume that big horned one would drop the exact material I am looking for. So we'll just have to make use of that. The use of murdering the hell out of you, Yola Bola, you big boy. There you go. Chomp them teeth, I zap your ass. I also set off a bomb. And yep, that's Yo Horn, alright. Just need another one of those. Also, smashing up these plants ain't such a bad idea. I do need all those materials. Never know which one of these things I'll be able to cook and eat. Which I will definitely be needing a lot of in the event that I have to go fighting things, which is most certainly going to happen. And I ain't seeing no more big boys. Anyway, cross this water here. And yeah, you're a thing. Ah, there's one with horns. Give me your horns. All your horny bits are going to be mine. Ouchies. I got hurted by a big flying whale thing. And that is not the guy I wanted to go speeding my way off to. Everyone gather up. I got some fire for you. My Mask of Speed. There it is. I just tried to use it a split second too early is all. And Speed Mask. Okay, you're almost off cooldown. There we go. Everyone burns. Everyone dies. I got the Yo Horn I needed. I also took a shitload of damage because a thing exploded on me. It's usually what happens when things explode on you. It fucking hurts. And zap. Alright, all that's left is little boy. And you get to die too, just like the rest of your family. No one left behind. Exterminate the bloodline. Don't let a single one live, or else it will grow up to seek revenge. That is something you got to be certain of when you're in the middle of exterminating things. Any and all survivors can be a very bad thing for you further down the road. Now then, let's just grab this next USB stick. I'll just grab that. No need to pay any attention to that little robot there. And, I'm locked in here. Well, come on, get in the corner with those explodey things. You went and set them off. I wanted to set those off. I'm the one who explodes things. That's my job, you son of a bitch. Taking all the fun out of my job. Anything over this way? I see something glowing. That is a box, all right, and it's full of stuff. And you are alive, and I don't like that. Get in this circle of exploding. Oh, too late. You didn't get exploded, you bastard. You had to get exploded, but you didn't get exploded, so now you get to die the old-fashioned way. There you go. Boomerang to the face. Never fails. And down south is where I must now go. That is where our next USB stick lies. Also, I do have all the materials that Kleewick needs for his research of the dunes. And I'm sure Grawl and Owie finished doing the research I assigned to them. Now, dip shrooms, harvest them all, and got stuff for you, boy. Incoming, Kleewick, a pile of gross stuff just for your experiments. For me, you shouldn't have. Owie said these components from the Aquadunes might be useful in your research. Was she right? She's always so considerate. Yes, these are perfect. I'll get to work on them right away. Alright, so you need to start researching things. Deep Frost. Yeah, you can learn how to make things with Aquadune bits. Grawl and Owie done did they research. So yeah, that's a new dagger unlocked for me. And go ahead and do that. Now, yeah, this one, Googly Moogwitch. That sounds interesting. Now, about this guy. Okay, yeah, that just needs plant materials. Not too hard to get. Not too hard at all. So if I see a plant, I murder it. That's all it takes. There you go. There's some of those glow shoots that I needed. This thing might have some things I need for it. Okay, no, I don't need those, but I probably will need them eventually. Everything will be needed. Everything will have its uses. And these guys don't have their spears poking out, so I can't go harvesting the pointy bits from them. And you're over here trying to pound my ass, which I'm not a fan of. And smack this thing. Send those spears off in that direction. Hell yeah, son. All y'all's getting to burn and die. You shouldn't have existed. Had you not existed, you wouldn't be able to be in such agonizing pain. And I don't see any hook ice on the other side of this gap to get me to that guy. Damn. Well, hook ice right there. Away we go. Hook, hook, hook away. Hooking down the road. Found the shattered shelf, 'cause that's where I am. Give me all your stuff. Give me all your stuff. And there you go. So, USB stick down that way. Now, I'm not seeing any hook ice. Damn. What about over here? Nope, none on the other side of the gap, which is where I want to go. Y'all keep putting your ice in places that I can't reach. And it make me angry. And you don't like me when I'm angry. You don't even like me when I'm not angry. Nobody likes me! Anyway, break you down. And maybe, just maybe, there's a piece of hook ice over here. Or no. Can't even juke my way over. There's nothing for me to hook on to. Fine, I'll just go this way then. I'll wait for that to die down a little. You're over there causing me problems. And so you get to die, just like the rest of them. Zap, zap, kill you dead, and now you don't live anymore. But how to get that juice gem? I really want to grab it, but it's too far, and there's no hookies. No hooks for me to go hooking onto. And hook. Now down here we got a hook and a hook. So we're getting close. Close to that USB. Hook. I see teleporter. And activated. Yeah. Now then, USB boy, we're closing in on ya. We just need this thing out of the way. There you go. And now you are gonna give me all your stuff. Alright. Not quite enough of the cold cobs to be making that new dagger. Also, this guy's alive, and that's a problem for me. Stop doing the thing that involves you being alive. Quit charging, I'm trying to fucking throw fire. Shit. Eat boomerang. Eat stuff that isn't me, please. Fire, still on cooldown? No, it is not on cooldown. Why were you not throwing it? Maybe it was on cooldown right when I tried to throw it, and then just... You know how things are. I don't pay attention to cooldowns on things that are down there at the bottom of the screen, but I'm so busy trying to dodge things, which is why I'm trying to use a boomerang that I can't fucking use. Speed mask. Oh, never mind, they're dead. Okay, problem solved. Problem super solved. And all of your things belong to me. I'm gonna have me a new dagger soon. Just need more arrow spears. Right, I'm just short by 9. I only need 9 more of your spear things. I'm also gonna chop down every other plant I see, cause fuck them. These plants don't need to live. Now where's the USB guy? He's over this way, and down there, and over across. And I'm gonna break your trees, and that made you mad for some reason. Why are you mad at me for chopping down trees? That's just rude. People chop down trees all the fucking time, but it's only me you get mad at. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Just don't. That's exploding. Alright. Now all of you die. All of you have died. Excellent. USB, we're closing in. It's down there across the way. Also, spears. Oh, those things shot out and hit a guy, and now they're mad at me. Makes sense. Makes sense they'd be mad at me for that. Hookity time. You can't follow me when I hook my way across. Yes, I'm just too hooky for ya. And burn the bot, overheat your circuits, melt your fragile metal casing, and then there's you. Boom! Well, there was 2 of yous. Now, fire! There you go. Fire and explosions. A great combination. And you're over here slapping instead of stabbing. That's not the most effective way of killing. Hey, juice shard, alright. And that's the last USB. So now that we got those, it's back to the war camp, I would assume. But I also want my dagger. My new dagger ain't gonna wait forever. Well, actually it can, because it doesn't even exist yet. There's all the materials I need. I've got just enough to make my stabbies. A more effective stab means a cleaner kill, means less problems down the road. And stabby time! Turbo Frosty Sigh. Oh yeah! Now, with this 3-pronged stabulator, nothing is going to stop me. Nothing has ever stopped me before, except for the people who have stopped me. They only slowed me down because they didn't fully stop me. I came back later. I rose from the dead and struck them down when I had sufficient strength. Alright, war camp. How do I get to you? Obviously, by hooking my way across all of these things. Hook. There you are. Hook. Hey, you got a juice gem in you. I didn't even need to break the rocks to reach you. A very almost finely defended juice gem that wasn't actually fully defended. Anyway, crossy time over this way. You're a fucking robot. Nobody likes you. And I'm closing in on that war camp. Yeah, go focus your attention over that way. I already went in here and grabbed a USB out of you. That's what happened. And yeah, you're mad because I exist. Learn to deal with your rage in a more healthy way, man. So maybe if I head north and hook my way around those little islands, that might get me where I need to go. I see a hooky spot. Just get out of my way, you little bastards. Okay. And now... that ain't working. Yeah, I cut through here to get to there. That's what we do. And you don't have any hooky islands close by. You're just a little island over here all on your own. A sad, sad little island. Well, shit. There goes my idea of getting over there. But I've got a better idea. It involves going south and wrapping around to the north. That might be how we get to war camp. But Mommy and Daddy, I don't want to go to war camp. I want to stay home all summer playing video games. No, honey, you gotta go to war camp and learn how to be a horrible dictator and enslave all of the human race. Fine, Mommy. I'll go learn how to be a dick. It's a dictator, honey. A completely different thing. Anyway, that's a juice gem for me. How many of those I got now? 2. Ain't enough to make me happy, though. So, wrapping around south and then heading north doesn't seem to be, like it's going to work. Fuck. How in the fuck do I get there? I see nothing to hook upon over on the other side of this gap here. If I go down this way, I can hook over to there, which brings us here. Maybe if I carve a path through these rocks, I'll be able to spot me a hook. There it goes. And no hook ice. Oh, I just spotted another juice gem. Further south, perhaps? That might be the way to go. You ain't got no hook ice either, though. And that's where we grabbed one of the other USB things. I do see hook ice over this way. So that's good. But it doesn't help us close in on our destination. Okay, I might be on the right track now. I think... Yes! We're closing in! We're almost there! Alright, here we are. There's the war camp. I found your barricades. Glug, this ice hook thing is fun. You're talking to it like a fish. You're taking to it like a fish to water. Well, except for the swimming part. This is the war camp, right? I was expecting more. This is just a temporary outpost for Warband Lambda. With the news Snack brought about the husk, we'll need to rejoin the Great Pod at Breakpoint, but... Had a sneeze in the chamber. Boots and cats aren't here. They should be here. Where'd they go? Boots was scouting the frosty fields south of here. They were investigating increased bot activity in the area. Cats went to the west, Mossy Mire. New bot out there, salvage parts for more info. Ah, the split up to cover more ground move. Classic. It always works. Except for when it doesn't. Our people are all alone, and then they get swarmed by tons of dudes that they could have fought better in a group, and then they die horribly. You know how war goes. Not this time. Fine, it normally works. didn't work that time in the Abyssal Rim, or that other time in Best Not to Dwell on the Past Tistisk. We should focus on finding boots and cats. Let's split up our search for them, cover more ground. And it sounds like you didn't learn your lesson. How about let's not do that? Why don't you two stay here in case Boots and Cats come back? Juicebox and I will handle the search. If you're going to hook around this region, you'll need more tools. Don't want you getting stuck somewhere because you couldn't find hook eyes to hook with your ice hook. Hook points. Keep one on you. Good practice for the fitless. Okay, so I can start planting my own hook points. Infrastructure. So I'm probably gonna need a workbench to make those. And hey, there's snack. And turn on this teleporter. So these weird flat rectangles things are blueprints. What are we supposed to do with these? Plug them into a computer. They know how to access the data. USB sticks. You just plug it into a computer, and when it doesn't fit the port, you flip it around, and it still won't fit. And then you flip it back around, and then it does fit. That doesn't make any sense. How's it supposed to fit? Well, you flip it again to the first position, and obviously that still won't work, so you flip it to the fourth time, and magic happens. It fits. Oh, glorb! Now that's why it's magic. But if you keep flipping it, eventually it goes right in, and then you can read the blueprints. But we don't have a computer port to plug it into. What are we supposed to do? Sounds like we need someone with more technical savvy. Maybe Kleewick can figure something out. He's good at that kind of thing. I was afraid you were gonna say that. So yeah, we gotta go find Boots and Cats, and Kleewick gotta do a thing with the USB ports. And I need to make some hook points before I go setting out, and I don't even know what kind of materials I need, as it didn't auto-track those hook points, but you did that, and you're done with this googly moogwitch, which I'm hoping to God it doesn't call for using a hearth, because I do not have one of those. And yeah, there's those hook points, so yeah, I'ma track that and see what I need for the Googly Moogwitch, which is where now? There's the barbecue schwings, and yeah, that, and everything that's better than what I use calls for a hearth, and okay, there's the Googly Moogwitch, which needs a fucking hearth! And I don't even know how to get a goddamn hearth, which I should probably look up, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm an asshole. Also, I'm all out of time for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll be seeing you in the next one. God, bye!